Welcome. So I was thinking back when I was in high school, and I was like, man, completing the square. I remember completing the square. I absolutely hated completing the square because I remember when I first learned it, I wasn't like a lot of other students out there. I was kind of more like most of the students that are watching my videos. I didn't get it. It came to me and I'm just like, I didn't make sense. I don't really remember my teacher ever explaining to me, no offense if my teachers are watching, but I don't remember my teacher really explaining to me why we're doing b over 2 or why we even did completing the square. Why was it important to have a perfect square trinomial or what even a perfect square trinomial was. I was kind of out there, right? Well, that was me, and I remember I had to rely on this formula for the vertex. And it's okay, and if it's something that completing the square takes time, because finally now it makes sense to me and I love completing the square. But there's times I don't want to complete the square. Now this problem's not too bad. But a lot of times when I have like an odd number and the fractions just doesn't look like it's going to work, I really don't like to complete the square because I know sometimes it can get a little extra work. However, what I want to do is just give you an alternate route. If completing the square is not something that you really like and you want somewhere maybe to check your answer, you don't have a graphing calculator, we can also use the equation of a vertex. So let's go and talk real quick about the vertex. Remember, the vertex is either the maximum or the minimum of your quadratic, which graph looks like a parabola. Now remember, a parabola has an axis of symmetry. All right, and that axis of symmetry is a vertical line, meaning it can be represented as x equals. And let's say, well, I don't know what here. I don't know what the axis of symmetry is for this problem yet. But we can say x is going to equal a vertical line, right? It's going to be a constant function where x equals a number, and that's going to be the vertical line. So the important thing for us to understand is this point is, remember, it's a point where we have x, and then to find the y value, which is the output, since we're talking about a function, it's going to be x comma f of x. All right, so that's the coordinate point of a vertex. So now how do we find what that line of symmetry or what that x value is? Well, to find the x value of the vertex, notice the line of symmetry goes through the vertex. And what we might have previously discussed is the line of symmetry can be found by opposite of b divided by 2a. So remember the definition of a quadratic, ax squared plus bx plus c, right? So ax squared plus bx plus c, what we're going to do is take the opposite of b, which would be 2, divide it by 2 times a, which is 1/4. And, OK, so 2 times 1/4 is 1/2. 2 divided by 1/2 is going to be 4. So my point here is my axis symmetry is actually over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So actually, that's my axis of symmetry right there. Now, to find the y-coordinate, what I'm going to do is take this, the vertex. I'm going to plug the value of my x into my function. I'll show you the formulas in a second. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do f of 4 equals 1/4 times 4 squared minus 2 times 4 minus 12. So 4 squared is 16 times 1/4 is 4. Negative 2 times 4 is negative 8 minus 12. Therefore, then we can see 4 minus 8 is negative 12. Negative 12 minus 12 is negative 24. So actually, our vertex would be somewhere like way down there, negative 24. And it was actually, well, I don't want to get too much into, but you can see our vertex now is 4, comma, negative 24. So the main important thing, what we want to do is first find the x value of your vertex, which is your axis of symmetry. Then once you know that value, plug it back into your equation to find your y value. And all of this can be summed up, put it right here, as this formula. The vertex for any quadratic can be rewritten as opposite of b divided by 2a, comma, the input in your function of opposite of b divided by 2a. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this maybe might be your crutch to help you out in your studies. And if you have any comments, please comment below and subscribe for some lovely videos, of course, right?